EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Bengals defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Yellow.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Attack, attack! Attack!
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. The Chiefs have 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5.
High down these two. 43.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got some space here. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Hey, ribble it.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Kansas City
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
2nd and 7.
Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. Now he's free up the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Yeah, it's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left is Higgins. Burrow will throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
You talk about this Bengals defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one, another one thrown incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It's taken to the 26. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here we go. Cut.
Burrow looking to pass. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
One, ready? Here we go. Ready? 11. 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Let's go, Lou, Eddie!
They go play action. Now Mahomes going for the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Get set. Right 80. Right set. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, Wang. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 2, ready? Here we go. 11 MT. Right in.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Chiefs nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Third down and 7.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
At the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow able to find Higgins. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Can. 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. Big 13.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Way. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Way. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll run on first down. Way. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right 80. Right shot.
Now Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Right 80. Right shot.
They'll drop the throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Cochran. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Cochran. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Harrison Butker to kick off Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
On 1, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Right side here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That is intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
180. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Yoshivas. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. But a nice carry.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
In motion left is Higgins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Get set. Set. 180. 180 shot.
On first down, Way. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
180.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
180. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And only a couple there as they'll take this up to the 47. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's got his run back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. So left side, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. No gain on the play. And that'll set up second and goal.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mahomes going to throw. And he's caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Burrow will throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Here's a diving catch right side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And he'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Up the middle they go. Way. And still fighting. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A short throw there pulled in by All. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Way. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gun.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle they go. Way. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. Way. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Well, the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 31.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here we go. Right, 80. 11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Gun. Stop. Right, 80. Right, hot. 11 MT. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Playing hot.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Yellow. Hey,
and they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Yellow. Yellow. Attack.
Back to throw. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Y'all got to pop my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might know my range. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk our range. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my head.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
15.
Mahomes to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go. Blue 32. Set, go.
And they take a knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Kansas City, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.